Hi, this is Steve Rowe, Executive Director. Today is Wednesday, June 9th, and you are getting me for the second week in a row. I apologize for that. Kim had some other things going on today, and I am going to be on vacation next week, so we just switched weeks, and you will see Kim next week for the weekly update. We continue to be COVID-free. And case counts in Johnson County continue to be on the decline. When I checked on Monday and updated our tracking, we were down to an average new daily case count of just over 4 per day, and county positivity rate of just 1.6%, which is the lowest that it's been since we've been tracking that information. So that all is real positive news, and hopefully we can continue that trend and eventually not have to talk about COVID any longer. So not a whole lot to tell you there. This has been the most challenging year of my professional career, and for most of us who work, I think almost everybody would say the same thing. I remember early on when the pandemic was first starting, we were doing a leadership team up in the community room, and I told the younger supervisors and managers at that time that none of us had ever experienced something like this before. And it's like this, I don't think back in April that we would have expected that a full year and more later that we would still be talking about the pandemic and COVID. But we've made it through. We've coped and tried to make the best of it, and have certainly learned some things along the way, and grown, and will incorporate those things to help make us better as we move forward. So COVID was one of the challenges. We also opened up Oak Knoll East beginning in late October, and so far we have welcomed now 43 new households into their new homes at the East Campus. We did have the weeding party last Thursday, and I can tell you I have not been that sore in a long time. My hamstrings were pretty tight for the next 2 days after spending 3.5 hours kind of hunched over and pulling weeds last Thursday. But thank you to everybody who helped out with that. We did make a significant improvement in the natural grass areas of that campus. So thank you for that. One of the other things that we really didn't anticipate as we opened up the East Campus was the challenge of managing multiple sites. We've had that with One University Place to some extent, but because at One University Place the building just doesn't have any common areas, and we don't own the building, so we're providing our support to our residents who live at One University Place, but there's not a lot else to manage there beyond the housekeeping services and just trying to keep up with property management type issues. So opening up a new dining venue across town and being able to staff that consistently and have food quality be at the level that we want it to be, and just getting people trained and on board, that has been probably a little more challenging than we anticipated. So thank you to our East residents, and for any of you who have ventured over to East to eat with us. We appreciate your patience and your feedback as we continue to get better with that restaurant. And I think we're certainly on the right track, and it's like we will keep making improvements until it is where we want it to be. So that's been something that also has made this last year a little bit more challenging. As I mentioned at the beginning, I am going to be away on vacation next week. We are going to Myrtle Beach, and I'm leaving Saturday and coming back a week from Sunday. And just the last couple of days, there's been a couple of things that have made me think about all of the things that I have to be grateful and thankful for. And I'm going to share some of them with you. So our maintenance team has been through a lot over the last month with the management transition that we've experienced. I'm really proud of the work that our team is doing, and they are certainly working hard and we are much better connected than we've been in a long, long time in terms of responsiveness and kind of knowing what's going on with apartment renovations and just keeping track of outstanding service requests. So thanks for your help with that. I appreciate like the emails and the phone calls that you sent to me, and those have really dwindled, and hopefully our responses with the 5,000 line are working well, and we don't add up this huge backlog of work orders. We've also started to make some progress in some of the common areas where wallpaper has been coming down, and that will be a priority for us over the next couple of months. Just small sections at a time where we can take the wall covering down and get it painted within a very quick turnaround time, so that we don't have walls that are kind of in transition for weeks on end as well. So thank you for your patience there. This morning, Sarah Neary, our social worker, one of our 2 social workers, led our managers through a chair yoga session. I know she does that with our assisted living residents very frequently, I think on a weekly basis at least. And it was just so good to take a little bit of time and breathe and be conscious of just breathing and stretching. And it was just a really good managers meeting led by Sarah, and I'm thankful for that. It kind of ties into, I serve on our church council at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church up in North Liberty, and I was responsible for devotions for our meeting last night. And our pastor is currently on sabbatical, and I was going on vacation, so the devotion that I found was about rest and rejuvenation, and I'm thankful to be able to do that next week with my very best friend, my wife, April. We've been together for a very, very long time, and we will celebrate, this summer we'll celebrate our 34th anniversary. So we will have a good time over the next week playing golf and playing in the ocean, hopefully in Myrtle Beach. Another thing to be thankful for, and Tony reminded me of this last week after I forgot to mention that our daughter Allie got engaged a couple of weeks ago while she was on vacation in Jamaica with her boyfriend. So they are now engaged, as are Tony and Alex. So April and I have 2 weddings that we are involved in planning now. Tony and Alex will be married in December of this year, and Allie and Matthew will be married in November of 2022. So things to look forward to within our family. And then lastly, it's just every week I think we get a little bit closer to a more normal environment. Things are opening up. We were able to see each other without masks. At our church council meeting last night, we made the decision to do services without masks, and that's something that for a long time we weren't doing church at all, and now we are doing church. Had been doing it for a couple of months, but fully masked, and now we'll be able to actually see each other again. So just those small things. But I think that the lunch buffet in the Oak Room, that's made a huge difference for some of our residents. Being able to have your guests in both the guest rooms and to eat meals with you. We're just getting closer and closer to a more normal environment again. And all of those things are things that I'm thankful for. So I appreciate each of you and wish you well over this coming week, and we'll touch base when I'm back from vacation. Take care.